Good evening, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Black Independent Quarantine Artist Theater. These are some troubling times that we're in, and right now we just need something that's going to lift us up. And so we bring you BiQAT. Now, I want you to understand that this is designed to lift us up while we can't get out of the house, and also to introduce us to some independent artists who can't work right now because they can't go anywhere. So we're going to start it off with a very inspirational young lady. I'm sure that you'll be excited to hear what she has to say to you. But listen, before I introduce her, I just want to tell you something. If people are telling you that there is nothing that they can find in quality arts, you just tell them BiQAT. That's all you have to say. BiQAT is here for you. And now, for our first artist of the inaugural episode, we have Diva. She's a poet, an inspirational poet. She has several books. I don't know the name of any of them, but I'm sure she'll tell you that. And she is here to lift us up, if you will, with some verse and some prose and all those types of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, BiQAT is happy to present to you Diva, delivered, inspired, victorious, anointed. Thank you so much, Reverend Sister Dr. Lovely Brown. I really appreciate this opportunity to just share with people who I know are going through some tough times. So what I would like to do is just share a few of my poems from my book called Confession Time. Now, this book is used in a class at UNC Wilmington in Dr. Emmanuel Harris's class, Literature of the African Diaspora. So if you're a UNCW student, you may want to take that class because you'll get to hear some of this poetry. Anyway, I want to just encourage you with a couple of pieces. This piece is called Nobody Taught Me to Quit. My mother taught me to love words. She was a fascinating storyteller. She knew the power of humor to diffuse conflict. She was generous and her door was always open. She taught me to share what you have, even if it's little. She showed me by her example that it's never too late for self-improvement. She didn't teach me how to quit. My daddy taught me the value of hard work as he worked to provide not only material things but love, because he values me as a daughter. He showed me my own worth. He says a handshake is an indication of character, confidence, and honesty. He taught me that every tub's got to stand on its own bottom. He didn't teach me how to quit. My grandmother taught me about music, the beauty of lyrics, the magic of melody to soothe and calm. She taught me the power of praise and the value of faith. She said, you don't have to chase after a man. If he wants you, he'll find you. I learned resilience by watching her defy doctors' predictions of her demise over and over again. She didn't teach me how to quit. When I stand at the crossroads of give up and keep on going, and I don't know which way to turn, at least there's one thing I know for sure. Back is not it. I've learned many valuable lessons in my life, but nobody taught me how to quit. This piece is called I Gave Up. In the last 10 years, I've had so many struggles that I decided that it was just easier to give up. I mean, the struggle is real, and all I was doing was really struggling, so I gave up. I gave up trying to live up to everybody else's expectations, because at the end of the day, other people's expectations won't fill my gas tank, and I couldn't fill my plate with expectations when my stomach was growling. And I gave up trying to lose weight to fit into clothes that I don't even like anyway, because the expanse of my beauty can't be numbered, and I am too divalicious to be constrained in a single-digit size. That don't mean I don't want to be healthy. It just means I love myself enough to know that I don't have to get rid of half of me to have value. I gave up using somebody else's yardstick to measure success. See, I've raised 3 children to adulthood, and ain't nobody ever been to jail, and thank God I ain't had to go to the morgue. They work and they raise their own kids. I'm proud of the people that they have become. I gave up believing that the only family you got is the people who share your DNA. Because I got sisters that share my passion for poetry and folks that respect and appreciate the depths to which I will go to edutain and inspire my people. So I gave up, and it made me stronger and wiser, and my life is so much better. It gave me the courage to hold on to my dreams when they seemed impossible. Because I gave up, I graduated from college 33 years after I graduated from high school, and I am one semester away from a master's degree. See, of all the things I gave up, I never gave up on myself. Extemporaneous explosions of verbal velocity make you rethink the lack of wisdom that made you even consider engaging in vocal fisticuffs with the diva. Don't you know who I am? Allow me to elucidate. I'll try not to pontificate, but the force of my flow may cause you to defecate. Then I will eradicate the illusion that you perpetrate the pretense that you are social sophisticate. You want to tangle with me? Go a few rounds? You can't hang. I already knocked you down. You want to go for round two? I think you better not, because you ain't even warm and I'm already hot. Like fire I consume, sending wannabes to their doom. With 4-alarm grace, I'll blow it up in your face, so step off, boo. I'm finished with you. You can't handle the diva. I thought you knew. I thought I knew. And that's how I used to be. Back in the day when I thought it was all about me. But then I heard the truth, and it was the truth that set me free. So now I savor the flavor of serving a risen Savior, because he died and rose again to take my guilt away. That's why I can smile when I say I ain't got to prove nothing to you. But what I have to do is let my light so shine before you. See, I need to be the moon so that I can reflect his sun, so that there's no doubt that there's only one way, truth, and life. One door that closes to darkness and opens to light. For guilt and sin kept them barred from me, but grace and mercy made everlasting life free. So now I savor the flavor of serving a risen Savior. And if you think there's something strange about my behavior, child, boo, that's just a sister getting her praise on. Speak, sister. Laugh out loud and sing your blues. Scream and holler and tell your truths, because you're the only one who knows how to do it like you do. Grow your fro, sister. Let it slap the breeze and get caught up in the trees until tightly coiled strands float in the air like clouds of black cotton candy and pixie dust. See, it's a must that you embrace your own beauty for the daughters who come after you. Do your dance, sister. Shake and twist, because the world can't resist. The hypnotic undulations of the Nile, Zambezi, and Ubangi live in the sultry figure eights that your hips make when you dance into your song. As you twirl and rock, bounce and drop, the world is mesmerized by all the different ways that you are beautiful. Love yourself, sister, for you are the portal of life, the ontogeny of existence, the substance from which strength was formed. Speak, dance, love, and live, sister, live. That was good. That girl is good. That girl is good. Thank you so much, Diva, for those lovely pieces. Now it's time for you to go. But before you go, could you please tell us who some of your poetic influences are? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, some of my poetic influences are, of course, Maya Angelou, and I love Nikki Giovanni, and Langston Hughes, but Paul Laurence Dunbar is one of my favorites. I think he's my most favorite. But I also love Jill Scott. People think of Jill Scott as just a singer. Not just a singer. Her instrument is amazing, but Jill Scott is a singer, but she's also a poet. I was listening to her music today, and I actually wrote this poem, this last one that I'm going to do today. I wrote it this morning. It's called Dear Jilly from Philly. Dear Jilly from Philly, can I call you that? Because the way that you sing the chronicles of my life, one album at a time, we gotta be cosmic sisters. I mean, it's deeper than relation. A peptide chain can't capture the sameness of our situation. Is it the way you know me, Jilly? I mean, it's like you've been watching me. But at least you know that I am not afraid to wind it. You encouraged me to live my life like it's golden, from my hair follicle to my toenails. And I wonder how you knew that I needed a sister just like you to push me over the edge and then talk me off the ledge. And that's what you do. Jilly from Philly, how my life needed you. So I just want to say thanks for your hymns of empowerment and equilibrium. You have produced the soundtrack for my grown woman life, and I give thanks to the Creator for that. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today. Well, that's a wrap for the first episode of Black Independent Quarantine Artists Theater. I'm hoping that you'll join us here again. My name is Reverend Dr. Sister Precious Brown. Please join us, and remember, when someone tells you during this quarantine that there's nothing to do in the arts, you just remind them to be quiet. Thank you for coming. Join us again.